5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
709,000 people. That's the population of a major city, all waiting for healthcare. And that number grew by 10% in just 1 year. Every 60 seconds, our healthcare waiting list grows. Every hour, more families lose hope. I spent 3 months analyzing 4 years of data. In today's healthcare landscape, organizations must thrive. Let's explore how analytics transforms healthcare. Focusing on waiting list analysis and building dashboards like Power BI. Understanding the broader healthcare ecosystem is essential.
Hello everyone, my name is Soumodip Dhar and today I will be presenting my healthcare waiting list analysis project. This project examines the data-driven approach can optimize patient wait list in healthcare settings. This presentation demonstrates analytical technique to reduce wait time, to improve resource allocation and enhance patient care delivery through evidence-based decision making. Now I am excited to share with you about myself. Let me walk you through my background, what I am currently working on. I am proficient in Excel for data analysis, creating pivot tables and building dashboard. Second, I use SQL to querying databases and extract meaningful insight from large data set. Third, Python is my go-to tools for data manipulation, automation and analysis like using libraries like Pandas and NumPy. Fourth, I have experience in ETL process for extracting, transformation and loading data for analysis. Finally, I created interactive visuals and reports using Power BI to help stakeholders to make data-driven decisions. Now, I am currently doing a virtual internship at Codebasis where I am gaining hands-on experience in data analysis and business intelligence. This experience has been instrumental in shape of my understanding in real-life data challenges. Now, let's go to the next slide. Before we jump into the analysis, let's understand the healthcare ecosystem. Healthcare extend the far beyond the hospital and the doctors. It includes public agencies, insurance provider, pharmaceutical company, technology system, and most importantly, patient at the center. Effective healthcare management means aligning all the components to deliver accessible, affordability, and high quality care. It is also important to understand the key patient category, inpatient, and outpatient. Let's go to the next slide to understand these categories. Now, let's understand a very important concept in healthcare, inpatient and outpatient. Inpatient means a patient is admitted into the hospital and stays overnight or longer. This usually happens when a patient needs surgery, continuous monitoring, and detailed observation. For example, someone is recovering a major operations will stay as an inpatient. And outpatient, on the other hand, means the patient comes into the hospital for treatment but does not stay in overnight. They arrive, they treated, and they go home at the same day. It includes things like routine checkup, scans, and minor procedures. In simple words, inpatient means stay overnight, and outpatient means go home at the same day. These distinctions help the hospital to plan resources, manage bed, and improve patient flow. Now, let's talk about the problem that we are facing. We have three main goals. First, track the current status of the patient wait list. Second, analyze the historical monthly trends of both inpatient and outpatient categories. And third, conduct detailed specialty level and age profile analysis. The data scope covers 4 years of 2018 to 2021, and we are focusing key metrics like average and median waitlist along with the current total waitlist. We have designed two main views, a summary page and a high-level insight or a detailed page for granular analysis. Let's go to the dashboard creation process. Creating a robust Power BI dashboard includes 9 critical steps. We start with the requirement analysis, move through data collection and transformation, then visualize blueprint, data decision, and adding interaction, testing, share, and finally maintenance. Each step is crucial for delivering the solution that truly meets stakeholder needs. Step 1 is all about the understanding that we need to build. This includes the stakeholder mapping to identify the primary users and decision makers, establish business objective through discovery meeting and open-ended question, conducting data assessment to review available sources and evaluate data quality, and finally define scope and timeline includes key metrics or KPIs and realistic deadlines. Step 2, I collected unprocessed patient waitlist data from the healthcare industry. The data was sourced from the Google Drive and it includes detailed record like date, specialty names, case types and age profiles. And this phase is crucial because it determines how dashboard will refresh and deployment. Step 3 includes data transformation using Power BI's built-in Power Query Editor. I performed several transformations including renaming and rearranging columns, appending to tables and replacing and trimming value to ensure data consistency and quality. Data modeling, where we create relationship between tables to fetch valuable information in our reporting layers. I imported a specialty mapping file to the group the numerous specialty into the meaningful buckets, making the visualization cleaner and more actionable. Power BI auto-detected the relationship between all data tables and mapping tables, establishing between the proper filter context for our analysis. Step 4 was the creating visualization blueprints. This is essential for sketching out what the dashboard will look like before building it. It is ensuring that we have a clear vision of layout, charts and key metrics that we want to display. Step 5 covered the actual dashboard design. I created a clean, professional layout and clear section for summary metrics and detailed analysis. This design includes a summary page for showing key performance indicator, KPI, and detailed page for deeper insights. I incorporate a tooltip page that provides additional context when the user hover the data point, ensuring the user experience without the cluttering the main dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard section and let's understand the dashboard. Let's understand the main healthcare analytics dashboard. First, waitlist comparison. Right at the top, we get the big picture. This month, the waitlist stands at 709,000 patients compared to 640,000 last year. So overall we are seeing an increase, which immediately tells us that there is a rising demand or slower clearance. Second, case type breakdown. On the left hand side, the donut chart gives us a clean split of the waitlist. First, outpatient cases make up the majority. Second, inpatient are fewer and day type falls somewhere in between them. The center number shows the overall count 54K in this example, giving the leadership a quick idea of the workload distribution. Third, waitlist by the age and the time band. In the center, we dive deeper. This stack bar chart shows how wait times varies across age group, from children 0 to 15 years to seniors 65 plus years. This helps us to answer questions like which age group wait the longest and which procedures or the case types are the most delayed. This is a powerful view for planning resource allocation. Next, top 5 facilities. On the right hand side, we highlighted the top 5 facilities with the highest wait list. Here we see specialties like ENT, pediatric, orthopedics, dermatology, and surgery. This is extremely useful for identifying which department needs immediate attention. Next, monthly trend. At the bottom, the trend line shows the waitlist movement over the time across day cases, inpatient and outpatient. This helps decision makers to understand whether the performance is improving, stable or declining. So overall the summary dashboard gives us a leadership, a clear visual and actionable views of waitlist performance, key bottlenecks and emerging trends. Let's go to the detailed view. But before going to the next slide, let's see the other components also. This is the case type where you can see the day type, inpatient and outpatient section, and second specialty name where you can see all the specialty are available. You can check one by one. Next, let's move to the detailed view. This page is designed for deep analysis. First, flexible filters. On the left hand side, we have powerful filters that includes data range, case type, specialty, age profile and time band. This let us the slice the data however we need. For example, we can analyze the only outpatient or only pediatric cases or only the specific specialty. Next, grid view breakdown. On the right, the grid view down the patient count hierarchically. First, we will walk through the by example. First, it shows the archive date. Under each date, we have specialty like anesthetist, and within each specialty, data is broken down by age band such as 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, and so on. For each group, we see the numbers for day cases, inpatient, outpatient, and total. This is extremely valuable when the team needs to drill down and understand exactly where the patient load is coming from. Next, granular insights. This page transforms complex raw data into easy to read, expandable structure, perfect for analysts and clinicians who need the case level insights. This detailed view page helps us to operational teams drill down into the exact patient segment. It is contributing to the wait list. It is making it easier to plan staffing, scheduling and resource distribution. So, together this dashboard gives a complete end-to-end view of patient wait list from high-level KPIs all the way down to specialty and the age band breakdowns. It is empowering healthcare teams to make informed and data-driven decisions. Behind the scene, I created several DAX measures to power the dashboard. This includes calculation for the latest month wait list, previous year comparison, median and the average wait list, and the dynamic titles that changes based on the user selections. I also built in error handling to display helpful messages when no data matches the selection criteria. Now, let's look at the insights. We are facing waitlist growth crisis. The total waitlist has grown by approximately 10.8% year over year from 640k to 709k patients. This indicates the increasing demand or capacity constant in the healthcare system. Interestingly, the outpatient cases dominate at 72.49% of all cases, while the inpatient cases account for just 16.89% and the day cases represent 0.62%. This suggests a steep shift towards the less incentive care setting, possibly driven by efficiency initiative or the changes in the treatment protocols. When we drill down the specialty level, we see significant concerns. Pediatric dermatology has 233 patients waiting. Pediatric ENT has 272, indicating substantial pediatric care backlogs. Pediatric surgery with 163 cases suggest potential capacity issues for children requiring the surgical intervention. Adult specialties like otolaryngology, ENT with 159 cases and pediatric orthopedics with 264 cases also show the concerning numbers. The monthly trend analysis reveals the sustained growth in outpatient cases, rising from approximately 500k in July 2018 to 606k in January 2021. Whereas inpatient cases have remained relatively stable around 50 to 60,000. There is a noticeable dip around July 2020, likely to reflecting COVID-19 pandemic related disruptions followed by the aggressive recovery and growth. This pattern tells us about the healthcare system resilience and challenges. The next insight is the age-related pattern. From 0 to 15 age group shows significant wait time across specialties, particularly anesthetics, 1,949 patients. The 16 to 64 working age population has the highest outpatient volume. Last insight is the time-band analysis. The waitlist analysis shows the distribution of across age profile with peak weights in the 16 to 64 age bracket. It is indicating the working age adult face the longest delays for care. It is potentially impacting the workforce productivity and the economics outcome. Let's go to the strategic recommendation. Based on these insights, I have 4 strategic recommendations. First, address the pediatric specialty bottlenecks through the targeted capacity expansion. Second, investigate outpatient growth drivers to determine if the additional facilities or the staffing are needed. Third, implement waitlist reduction strategies for the 16 to 64 demographic to minimize the economic impact. And fourth, monitor case type distribution trends to ensure the appropriate resource allocation across the care settings. Step 6 was adding interactivity to make the dashboard user-friendly. I have implemented navigation button for easy movement between the pages, hovering information to provide context without cluttering the view, and alternative text descriptions for accessibility compliance. Step 7 involves extensive user accepted testing or UAT. This is the final testing phase before going live, where real user test the dashboard, validate it works for end user, and identify any bugs or data issues. Once UAT is complete, we are ready to deploy the production. Step 8 is about the dashboard with the stakeholder so that they can access real-time data, make information decision, monitor key metrics, track performance, and collaborating on insights. Sharing method includes Power BI workspace, email subscription, mobile apps, or embed the existing systems. Finally, step 9 is the ongoing maintenance. Once the dashboard is live, we transition to the business as usual operations. This includes establishing routine data refresh schedule, implementing regular maintenance procedures, monitoring performance and usage, and providing ongoing user support. Thank you so much for watching. This project has been an incredible learning experience in healthcare analytics and the dashboard deployment. I am eager to learn, grow, and contribute to impactful project, and I look forward to connecting with you all. If you have any question or would you like to discuss the project further, please feel free to reach out to me at this email ID. This is my email ID, or connect me on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for your time.